Hello, dear. This Geshen reaching you to see how we can address one very important question in literature in English this morning. As you may be aware, we have answered a question on prose. We tackle one on drama, and I did promise you that we want to break that gap between you not being able to write suitable essays in English. That has been our focus. So we want to turn our attention to poetry this morning, specifically African poetry. We want to consider a question on Professor Lade Wosornu's poem, Raider of Treasure Trove. And the question is, examine three themes in Raider of Treasure Trove. Examine any three themes on Raider of Treasure Trove. So if you have this question in the exam, dear candidates, what would you do? How would you approach it? Before we look at a sample essay, why don't we take our time and see the points that need to be developed? And I'll help you to see what the examiners are expecting to see in your essay. So let's look at the points to develop first of all, and we will look at a sample presentation later on. You are ready? I am ready as well. Well, the first thing that I expect you as an examiner that you do is to talk about a theme generally. Here for this question, you need to just define a theme. Then, as part of the introductory paragraph, you tell me or mention how we can find three themes in the poem Reader of Treasure Trove. You can list those points, those themes that you want to talk about in the subsequent paragraphs. And that's what you need to do with this question in the introductory paragraph. Then you come to the body paragraphs. Remember, the question says you should identify and examine at least three themes. So each body paragraph must develop only one theme. So body paragraph 1, you discuss a theme. Body paragraph 2, another theme in detail, supporting it with what? With clear examples from the text. And the third paragraph, body paragraph, discussing the final theme. So you have 4 paragraphs so far. The introductory paragraph, body paragraph 1 making the second, body paragraph 2 making the third paragraph, body paragraph 3 making the fourth paragraph. Then you have your concluding paragraph. We have just done the talk, right? And I'm going to give you a typical sample presentation of what we would be expecting. Remember, this is just my take. You may have a different take, but in the whole, it's a guide. We want to guide you to be able to give a good presentation in exam. So let's begin with my sample presentation as a guide for you. Dear candidates, you can say that a theme is a central idea behind a subject matter. Reader of Treasure Trove by Lade Wosornu highlights major themes such as love, the destructive effects of anger or rage, and the brevity of life. Full stop. This part of the essay is your introductory paragraph. Then you now take one by one the themes that you have outlined, you have listed in that second segment of your introductory paragraph. So you could begin your essay, your first body paragraph this way. One dominant theme that is extolled by the poet speaker is love. The importance of love is very central to the poet. The poet is very convinced that love can override or overcome all sorts of rage and anger. Love does not take into account injury. It always produces peace, sweetness, joy, leaving everlasting and beautiful impressions on the minds of humans. This is captured by the line, powered by the breeze of love, quote unquote. This is a reminder that we should spread love, an essential virtue of happiness and joy. He also uses roses and compassion, which are also essential virtues of love. He concludes in the concluding line of the poem, quote, I'll fling roses wherever I bathe. Dear candidate, what do you see me do in the first paragraph of the body paragraph? The first point focuses only on love. The first sentence is the topic sentence. It states clearly the theme that you want to talk about. The following sentences that are supporting that sentence clearly zoom the lens on only love, talking about love, that theme of love. You will realize that there have been a few words that have been quoted from the poem. And these words clearly go to explain the vital point of love. That is expected of you, dear candidate, in order to earn the marks you're looking for. The examiner wants to be convinced that you know the poem and you have touched on that theme. Let's look at a second theme. So, in my second or in my third paragraph, which is going to be the second body paragraph, I take yet another theme. How do I go about that? The dangers of uncontrolled anger or rage is another crucial theme that the poet speaker vividly portrays in this piece. Right in the title, rage is personified and paradoxically described as the raider, which means thief. It is seen as stealing the treasure trove, that is, collection of treasures or items. These notable gems or treasures by the poet are love, joy, compassion, etc. He sends a strong reminder that when anger or rage is not checked, it will rob us, all of us, of life as it sails with arrows unseen. Anger is indeed a bad, anger is indeed a bird that lies down and waits for us. If we do not control anger, we are doomed as humans. The poet speaker bemoans the devastating effects of rage on the individual. Something like this in an exam, dear candidate, will be convincing the examiner that you really understand how to approach that very theme. Did you note in this example of the theme that we have mentioned as the second one too, that we are able to present something chronological on only the idea, the second idea, which is rage. Please, can you take the third theme, which is brevity of life, and see how you will be able to develop this theme to the full as we have illustrated in the previous examples? Do this, then your concluding paragraph will be restating the point. When you want to restate the points, you conclude by saying these 3 points or ideas are themes that have been highlighted in the poem Reader of Treasure Trove. See you in the next video. But hey, if you did like this approach that I am adopting to helping you write suitable essays, why don't you please subscribe and like the videos? Thank you very much, and let me see you in the next video.